Hello there, it's Christine, professional tarot reader, and I thought I would jump on and do a reading of for the collective of the energies of the new moon in Gemini, which is coming up. Sorry, I've just got to look at my thing. Depending where you are in the world, but it's at 9 degrees Gemini, and I think for me in Brisbane it's coming up like at midnight tonight, because as I read these cards today, we are in the dark moon phase of healing and soothing and surrender in order to seek a greater understanding of not only yourself but of others around you. And as we surrender and trust that a new start is coming with this new moon in Gemini, which will take place at 9 degrees, and it also links back to November 30th, 2020. There was a lunar eclipse that day in Gemini of 9 degrees, and so we think perhaps if you want to think back of things that are connected to the events that were going on back then in November 2020. So you might want to take a moment to think about that, because I know where I was here in Brisbane, Australia. We had turned to online shopping here in Australia like never before, because we were reluctant to go out to big shopping centres and take trips or cinemas and large gatherings. And we were shopping locally, walking around in our suburbs, only being able to get coffee in our local coffee shops, which did very well, I might add. And many people experienced a lot of emotional and stress due to lockdowns, and because they couldn't see. Australia is a big country, like many other big countries, and we like to travel long distances, and so there was borders shut, and we were staying in our borders a lot of the time due to lockdowns, and people were not able to connect with people that were a great distance away, apart from online and phone. Of course, that sort of had a big boom. We took up arts and crafts and things with our hands. So I'd love to know what connections came up for you thinking back to November 2020, because Gemini is a mutable sign, so therefore nothing's set in stone. It's all this sort of flowing going on, and it's got to do with moving around, connecting with others, connecting with siblings, doing things that are in your neighbourhood, things that you talk about with your neighbours over the back fence, across the road. Back in November 2020, we may have had a mask on and had a distance of a 1.5 metre. Don't ask me to put that in feet and inches, can't remember. Please tell me if you know if that's how it is. But you were in your neighbourhood. And so this moon is about getting connected in your neighbourhood, getting more social with your neighbours, thinking about a trip you might want to take, but short distance trips. A lot of people are doing lots of day trips and staying within their country and things. There's plans that you want to make under this energy of the new moon. So why don't we have a look what the cards have to say during this time. I'm going to draw some of these Titania fortune telling cards. You'd think I'd be able to say it by now. And thinking about the energy of Gemini. It's ruled by number 7, which is a magic number. And I'm just going to take 3 from the top. Why don't I take 1 from the top, 1 from the bottom, and 1 in the middle. That's a very Gemini thing to do. Oh, it fell out. That card wants us to have that message. And then we're going to ask the tarots, what does the energy for the collective? So being a reading for the collective, take what fits and leave what doesn't fit. It may or may not resonate with you. It may resonate with you up the track a little bit, because tarot is an interesting thing with time. So it's nice to look what the cards have to see. I think I'm reading with what's a deck called Pam's Old Deck from the card making people. I know bad. I'll put it in the description. I'll look it up. I usually read cards. I don't think too much about who and where. It was so much easier when you had one deck. And so we'll draw some cards from the top. And once again, there's a strong focus on finances and planning about money. Will I have the money? Being sensible with our money energy. So I say that's a hangover energy from the moon in Taurus being with us, but also looking and insighting with this moon having us thinking about the future and what's close by, because there's lots of pentacle cards, lots about money and being around those that we love, doing the things that we love close by, having nice things, shopping close by, and also working with our hands close by. I'm going to give them another shuffle because we sort of have this energy of lots of pentacle energy, lots of wanting to be earthed out and grounded in this time, even though it's a mutable sign, but the coins are going round, so that's flowing, because they say money is an energy and it moves like a current. So just going back, things are riding high, and any conflicts that we may have are going to get settled within the home, because it's all about being around the home and being in our home area and staying close to home and being able to shut everything else out, and that's what will make us feel better. So any tensions that you might have during this time, you will find that it's all that bunkering down, and there's no place like home feeling. And we have, once again, looking to the future, perhaps planning a trip, seeing what our options are, and also thinking of what we're going to be starting next, making plans, what we can do next to get out and about, looking at that, thinking what we can do about having an outward look, and keeping our hands steady to what's important. And looking to our fortune cards, just trying to keep them in the order they were. So that would be 1, 2, 3. With the man energy there, it's about maybe there's a man coming into your life, or you're thinking about a man, a brother, a father, and a male energy thought with that. And it's all about the home, male visiting the home, and also planning trips. Maybe it's some business idea, a business adventure, a plan being at home, but also planning what trips we're going to make, which I think connects in with what we were talking about earlier with the energy of May 30th, new moon in Gemini. So once again, I thank you for watching. I thank you for all your comments. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask me. And I'd love it if you would share in the comments what you were doing in November 2020. Have that little mind travel back, and that would be nice. Maybe you were, how's it improved from then? Have things improved? Thank you for watching again. Your energy is important. So bye for now.